Welcome back to Bears Insider Alert, where the truth hides in plain sight, and the next big move is always just around the corner. Something is happening behind the scenes at Halas Hall, the kind of thing that doesn't show up in headlines yet, the kind of thing that shakes up a defense, sparks fear in opposing quarterbacks, and sends a message to the rest of the NFL: we're not rebuilding anymore, we're coming to dominate. There's been a storm quietly building, a position the Bears have refused to patch with mediocrity, a glaring need that, until now, remained unsolved. We're talking about the edge, the heart of the pass rush, the one piece missing in a defense that's ready to go from average to elite. And guess what? That silence may be about to break. Let's rewind for a second. General Manager Ryan Poles has been nothing short of aggressive this offseason. Coaching hires? Check. Smart trades? Check. Free agent upgrades? Absolutely. The Bears have transformed from a bottom-tier squad into a serious playoff contender. But Poles isn't done yet. No, there's one last card he might be ready to play, and it could change everything. The rumors began quietly. A free agent here, a veteran there. Then came a name, a conversation, a meeting, and now a potential move so bold it's sending ripples through NFL front offices. But here's the twist. This player isn't just some leftover off the market. He's not aging out. He's not slowing down. In fact, he's coming off one of the best years of his career. This is a player who's angry, a player who's motivated, a player who's done waiting on his current team to figure things out, and if Ryan Poles is truly as calculated and fearless as we think he is, this deal might already be in motion. A few weeks ago, this defensive juggernaut made waves with a public statement blasting his current team's front office. He spoke of silence, of broken promises, of a complete lack of respect. He wants out. He wants a new home, a fresh start. And Chicago might just be the perfect destination. Now, stay with us, because the name we're about to drop isn't just a fit. It's a warning shot. Imagine this: a 4-time Pro Bowler, a 2-time All-Pro, a player who led the league in sacks not long ago, a relentless motor, a nightmare on third down, a closer. Still guessing? That's right. Trey Hendrickson. Yes, that Trey Hendrickson, the man who's wreaked havoc across the AFC for years, the same Hendrickson now locked in a cold war with the Cincinnati Bengals. And if the whispers out of Halas Hall are real, he could be headed straight for the Windy City. Think about it. The Bears have money. They have a defense built for speed and chaos, and they have a GM in Ryan Poles who's not afraid to pounce when opportunity knocks. What better statement to the NFC than landing one of the league's most consistent and feared edge rushers? And the fit. It's seamless. Matt Eberflus' system thrives on pressure. We've seen it in flashes, but what it needs now is a closer. Someone who doesn't just hurry the quarterback, but takes him down. Someone who sets the tone on every snap. Hendrickson can do all of that, and more. Still not convinced? Consider this. Hendrickson isn't looking for a soft landing. He's looking for a fire, a franchise hungry for redemption, a city that respects grit, and no place fits that profile better than Chicago. Before we dive deeper, make sure you're subscribed to Bears News Fan Report. Hit that notification bell so you never miss breaking updates like this, and drop a like if you think Trey Hendrickson in a Bears jersey would instantly turn this defense into one of the most feared in the NFC. Now, let's talk real impact, because if this deal happens, it's not just about stats. It's about identity. It's about shifting the entire tone of a franchise that's been stuck in transition for years. Trey Hendrickson isn't just a name. He's a force. He's exactly the kind of player that turns promising rosters into legitimate playoff threats. And right now, Ryan Poles has the leverage, the cap space, and the timing to make it happen. Let's look at the situation again. Hendrickson is coming off another elite year with the Bengals. He was dominant in the trenches. He bullied offensive tackles. He got to the quarterback again and again. But despite his production, Cincinnati refused to rework his contract. They ignored his value. They cut off communication. And now, Hendrickson is done waiting. He made it clear in his statement to the media. He's ready for a change. He wants to play for a team that believes in him, that respects what he brings to the table. And the Bears? They're the team with the clearest need, the clearest opportunity, and the kind of aggressive front office that actually makes bold moves like this happen. Imagine Hendrickson lining up across from Montez Sweat, with Gervin Dexter and Andrew Billings crashing the interior. Suddenly, quarterbacks aren't stepping up in the pocket. They're running for their lives. Suddenly, your third downs don't feel like maybes. They feel like guarantees. And then imagine the ripple effect. The linebackers play faster. The corners get more chances at tipped balls. Jaquan Brisker gets to hunt instead of cover for 5 seconds. The entire defensive unit benefits because pressure changes everything. But there's more. This move would also send a clear message to the locker room. The Bears are done waiting. No more excuses, no more development years, no more next season mentality. Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus would be putting their stamp on this team. They'd be saying, "We're here to win. Now." And let's not forget, Hendrickson is only 29. He's not at the end of his career. He's in his prime. If the Bears can lock him up, even on a short 2-year deal, it gives them a terrifying window of defensive dominance heading into the most critical stretch of Justin Fields or Caleb Williams' development, depending on which quarterback is leading the charge. This is the kind of move that changes the narrative. That gives Chicago national attention. That tells the NFL world the monsters of the Midway are waking up again. So, where do things stand? Reports indicate that Hendrickson's camp is still weighing offers, but there's momentum building behind the scenes. The Bears have been unusually quiet since the draft, which makes insiders believe that something bigger may be brewing. It's the classic Poles approach. Strike silently, then stun the league. And make no mistake, this would stun the league. Adding Hendrickson just weeks before OTAs would energize the fan base, elevate the defense, and completely recalibrate the team's expectations heading into the season. Suddenly, this isn't just a roster with upside, it's a contender with teeth. Hendrickson has shown he's willing to speak up. He's not the type to stay in a place where he feels undervalued. If Poles puts the right number on the table, and the fit feels right, don't be surprised if we see a midnight announcement that blows up social media. One tweet, one move, one superstar edge rusher. In navy and orange. Because here's the thing. It's not just about what Hendrickson did in Cincinnati. It's about what he can do in Chicago. It's about unlocking a defense that's already close and turning it into something dangerous. So, stay alert, Bears fans. We may be watching history unfold. This isn't just off-season hype. This is real, and it could happen faster than anyone expects. Thanks for watching Bears News Fan Report. What do you think about the Hendrickson rumors? Would you pull the trigger on this deal? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to like, subscribe, and stay locked in, because when Trey Hendrickson signs, we'll be the first to break it down. Bear down.